That's a look at our setting tonight. We are new.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Banks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. 6 to shoot. Harden finds Jordan over Lopez. That shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Giannis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here is Irving. And there's the pass to Jordan. Harden against Holiday. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Down low. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Irving kicks to Harden. Lopez with the block.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here is Harden. Inside, looking to end the run. Durant with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks on defense. They're leading by 8. Harden dishes to Jordan.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Nets also changing it up. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. Jeff Green picks one up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Nets also making a change. Griffin's checked in.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Blake Griffin. Middleton left side. Over KD. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Back to KD. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 12. Great D that time from Griffin.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Durant against Middleton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's the lob at Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Durant, the pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Tucker, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Going on an absolute... And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Teague. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 16.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
4 on the shot clock. Mora, the pass to Forbes. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 14. Harden surveying the D. To the paint. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Teague against Harden. Teague, the pass to Portis. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Brown throws it down hard.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Teague against Harden. A nice shot by Teague. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Brown finds Harden. It's stolen by Teague. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Forbes, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden against Holiday. Harden, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. They get it back. It's not going to go for him. Nets trail by 12. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Oh, my goodness. That is breathtaking.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
To the inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday. The Nets shooting their first free throws of this game.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Griffin with the steal. Irving finds Jordan. Harris inside the line. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
The length of Middleton, really an asset.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. And that one drops for him. Harden's got 8 points. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
The kick out to Irving. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Nets passing it around. And here's Harden. 8 points for him. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Giannis pushing it up. No.
Oh! Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And Durant is right there. KD's got 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
For the finish, and then Durant with the jam.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Irving attacking over Holiday. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Irving.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Irving dishes to Harris. Pass to Durant. Right side, Jordan. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris misses.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Joe Harris. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. It's good. T's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Irving, and that one drops. Irving's got 6.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Teague, the pass to Nwora. Irving for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got P.J. Tucker, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. From deep. The rebound by Luwawu.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Griffin kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Back to Griffin. And stolen by Portis. Holiday goes in. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Griffin. It's tipped and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And the Nets with possession here. From 11 feet away. That shot no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. DiVincenzo passes to Portis, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Griffin finds Johnson. Back to Griffin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Teague for 3. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. The kick out to Brown. Griffin passes to Johnson. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. Well, how about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
It's stolen. Teague left side. And Tucker kicks to Teague. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 16. Jumps up, and it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Teague for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Nora. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson dishes to Green. The rebound by the Bucks.
And you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And again, the Bucks miss. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bucks.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Johnson. Green passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. The baseline J. No good off the back of the rim. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And that's a huge shot there. The three-pointer and the foul. Not the kind of defensive play they were hoping for.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But then all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on GA.
Hey, Kevin.
You're fun to watch, GA. Thanks. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Atlanta with the ball. Here's Collins. Young looking around. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one. Outside Holiday.
Outside, Antetokounmpo dishes it to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Oh, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
Young against Holiday. Shots good from Young. Young's got his second basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here is Holiday. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. Down low. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And here's Young. Outside Bogdanovic. Inside. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovic.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Collins.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Hawks have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Antetokounmpo kicks to T. Back to Giannis. 1:30 left in the first. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Williams passes to Snell. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Passes it to Nwora. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
56 seconds left to play here in the first. Herter passes to Okongwu. Up and in on the layup.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Pass to Nwora. Portis with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Williams passes to Herter. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right side, Williams. Here's Okongwu. It's rebounded by Portis. And Antetokounmpo inside. Gallinari recovering, and it's good. 2 points.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Williams with the ball from outside the arc. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta up by 1. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his...
For me personally, I just
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Forbes. The shot misses. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. The Hawks leading by 3. Now here's Williams. There's the feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Teague feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Forbes. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And Portis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Williams passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Can I say it? Terrific athleticism from Gallinari. I just did.
Bucks trail by 5.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
The Hawks leading by 5 on the pass to Snell. And he makes that one. Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Portis kicks to T. 6 on the shot clock. Portis, the pass to Forbes. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Williams. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Right wing. Here's Okongwu. The putback. It's good on the putback. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Right side, Portis. Pass to Nora. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Atlanta. Big stretch here going 10-2. Young against Holiday. Dunn right side. Capella finds Bogdanovich. Count that one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Outside, Antetokounmpo feeds it to Middleton. The kick out to Lopez. Outside, Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 11. Left side Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Capella. He can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I don't know. 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Holiday against Young. Over to the wing. Outside Collins. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday. Good defensive work there by Young. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. 11-point game. Passes to Young. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Antetokounmpo against Collins. And it's Giannis missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And last season for Capello wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And Giannis throws it down.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there. Blows right past the D.
Atlanta leading by 11. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Middleton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Snell. Here's Okongwu. Now Williams Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. With his first shot attempt, Gallinari with the steal. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And here is Hunter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Warog grabs the board. Bucks trail by 13. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, point guards sometimes show their strength. Teague does their incredible job, gets the shot to go.
The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Teague against Williams. Stolen by Tucker. Now the Bucks moving it up. Knocked away. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for Tony Snell. Dunn passes to Gallinari. He dishes it to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Bounce pass from Williams. Capella inside, working on Portis.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Teague with the ball. That cuts the lead to single digits. Teague's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that is why you run the pick and roll, because Teague is an absolute speed demon on those set plays.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Dunn in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Shot clock at 5. High post shot. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot. And Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
So for the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. There's the pass to Middleton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Atlanta leading by 10. Now, here is Young. To the middle, here's Collins. Back to Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Holiday against Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Double by Bogdanovich. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Here's Young. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Hawks lead by 12. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Young. Here's Giannis. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Tough to cover Antetokounmpo, especially this deep. And so good at using that length to shoot over the deep.
Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Young outside, to the inside. Lopez with the steal. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Here's Young. Outside Collins. Back to Young. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo against Collins. Counted.
Collins showing now he's got a little bit of touch from that range.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. On the wing, Holiday. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. He gets it in there.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in from outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Young. Now, here's Capella, guarded by Tucker. They grab their own miss. Passes it to Hunter. Bogdanovich looking around. Hunter kicks to Young. From deep three-point range. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big march. All right, David, thank you.
Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Jordan. And he converts the layup.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Now Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. And Jordan sends it back. And he recovers it. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Here is Harden. The pass to Jordan. Outside Irving. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here is Young. Snell finds Collins. Fires from deep. They get it again. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Harden outside. Over Young. Again, the Nets for 2.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Young kicks to Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Irving. After the made shot from John Collins. Over Bogdanovich. Irving can't hit. The Hawks trail it. Now the feed to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Irving passes to Harris. Here's Harden on the wing. Inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
1:03 left in the first quarter. Young with the ball. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Molinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. A nice shot by KD.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now Williams. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Nets out in front, up 4. We'll get things started in this. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I plan on
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Green, and it's Griffin in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
The Hawks trail by 4.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Here's Williams. Okongwu. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Irving finds Brown. And here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Huerter. He's covered by Brown. Huerter, no good. Nets leading by 6. Molinari with the steal. Huerter passes to Okongwu. And that one, good. For Brooklyn, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Griffin. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Griffin's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Williams dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
2 minutes to go in the game. 2.
Irving kicks to Brown. Williams against Irving. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Doesn't go for him. Nice defense from KD. Irving passes to Griffin. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. Harden dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, this guy has run this play so many times. DeAndre Jordan understands how to read the defense.
Down low, here's Young. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. Over Young. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Bogdanovich looking around. To the middle. Here's Capella. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. Harden the pass to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Young against Harden. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Young finds Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
4 seconds left, and the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. It'll count. No good there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the game. And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
On the court for Atlanta, Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Collins in at the 4.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, after the pick, good job igniting the fast break. Young is a catalyst in so many ways.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Irving against Bogdanovich. Harden the pass to KD. Shot clock at 6. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by KD. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. Hawks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Bounce pass Young. Collins up top, defended by Durant. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
In the corner, Harden. Bogdanovich against Durant. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Here's Snell. Outside Collins. Wide open shot is on the money. Collins has got 6. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Jordan high post. Back to Harden. Kicks it to Jordan. Harden outside. There's the triple. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Pass to Bogdanovich. 1:44 left to play in the third. And it's Capella missing. Brooklyn leading by 12. Harden dishes to Harris. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Durant. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Irving. And Okongwu slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Dunn. Good D by Harden.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Dunn kicks to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Dunn outside. And the foul on Harden. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Williams is checked in. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Harden outside. Over Gallinari. But they'll get another chance. He gets it up.
Well, there's length, there's mobility. Gallinari doing a nice job testing shots.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action after this word. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Harris. He's out there with Harden. Griffin is out there with Green. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Gallinari at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Irving's checked in for Blake Griffin. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Herter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Williams. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Irving passes to Green and stolen by Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Gallinari. Snell kicks to Bogdanovich. The rebound by the Nets. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Irving against Bogdanovich. Claxton the pass to Irving. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for your Nets.
And he makes the first. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Young with the ball. Outside Collins. And the foul on Harden. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. A three from Bogdanovich. Kept alive by Atlanta. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Irving against Young. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now Young. Over Durant. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Young.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Irving dishes to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Harden against Young, and he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 11.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young against Harden. Young, good.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
2 minutes.
And here's Harden. Passes to KD. That one goes. Count it.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Young inside. Guarded by Harden. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Young. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Harden finds Irving. Harden outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Young against Harris. Just his first attempt. That shot misses. So the Hawks will take it the other way. 51 seconds left in the game. And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Harden outside over Young. The kick out to Irving. The pass to Harden. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his second substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Herter. Back to Dunn. This one for 3. Off target. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the 1. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Harden kicks to Irving. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here's Irving. Count it from 12. Irving's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, that it is one sight to see.
And a wide open look for Irving. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more.
Watch out now.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Here's Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. Harden against Howard. Here's Irving. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Irving, good.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
For 3, Middleton kept alive.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Durant down low, covered by Giannis. It's good.
But being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside, it's not just threes, it's that mid-range game too.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Durant sends it back. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stop.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Irving passes to Durant. Over Giannis. No good from Durant. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 4.
So explosive.
Oh, is that beautiful.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Durant. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
And Holiday, here we go.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And here is Irving. He has 6. With 4 seconds on the clock, with the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. Harris passes to Claxton. Drops in the layup for 2.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll games.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving kicks to Jordan. Dishes to Harris. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. It's all knotted up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Tucker, the pass to Portis. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bucks shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Irving finds Brown. Back to Irving. Stolen away. Let's go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Harden kicks to Jordan. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
The Bucks trail. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From the arc. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Let's keep it alive. The Nets working the ball around now. Snatched away. Now the Bucks moving it up. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And sometimes it's simply a matter of effort. Tucker outworking people in transition.
Harden outside. The kick out to Brown. Left side Durant. Here's the floater. Here's Jordan. Yes, that goes in. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Portis trying to free himself. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter.
Boy, what a nice ball fake there. Hard not to bite on that one. I mean, you have to be aggressive if you want to challenge KD's shot, and the Indies got you right where he wants you.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in for Blake Griffin. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Harden dishes to Green. Pass to Brown. Back to Green. Outside for KD. The feed now to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Claxton. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The offensive rebound. Middleton can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Jordan, the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. On the wing, Irving. 8 points for him. Count that one. Irving's got 10. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 12 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Harden outside. The pass to Harris. Outside Irving. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Harris against Middleton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I think Middleton wants to send a message with his dunks. I mean, when he's sprinting to the hole like that, you need to just get out of the way.
Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Bucks.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Middleton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Irving for 3. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Outside Irving. Outside Green. From downtown, Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's Irving. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Holiday against Harden. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Harden outside. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Holiday attacking. Green with the block. In transition, here come the Nets. Green leading the charge. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Stolen by Durant. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn. And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin inside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Irving misses. Bucks trail by 7. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Count the basket.
Tucker brings a toughness that's pretty unique. Every game, he gives it to you. A hard edge approach to his work.
Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Teague drives in. It's good. Teague's got his first 2 points.
And, you know, you like seeing Jeff Teague flip the switch. I mean, he's a shifty guard that usually makes pretty strong, sharp cuts.
Here's Irving. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Teague. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. It's Portis, high post. KD's on him. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Nets leading by 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Brown. Bucks trail by 7. Teague deciding where to go with it, and the foul on Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in, and Durant sends it back. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Outside Irving. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Harris against Middleton. Banked in off the glass.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
Outside Irving. Launches it. Harden against Holiday. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
And Jordan slams it home.
Boy, Jordan still going up. Man, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Durant kicks to Jordan. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Outside Durant. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot by Jordan, no good. Bucks trail by 5. And stolen by Irving. Jordan with it. There's the dish to Irving. Shoots from the baseline. And yes, it's good. Irving's got 4 points this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Nets?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the triple. And the Nets lead by 8.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he makes good on the layup.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Middleton.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul. Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Harden outside. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Durant on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 guard. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Shot by Collins, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Giannis, and he banks in the layup. Now the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Here's Bogdanovich, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Capella. Good D by Lopez.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Middleton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Huerter. The rebound by Middleton. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Antetokounmpo against Collins. And the rejection by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Finished off the break. Young's got 6.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Holiday surveying the floor. 1:36 left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Middleton finds Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Young inside. Guarded by Holiday. Capella, the pass to Young. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's foul number 2 for him.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. And Hunter subbed in for Tony Snell.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Catching the defender out of position, DeAndre Hunter, he can score at all 3 levels.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Gallinari. It's deflected. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Williams. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David. Very athletic. Thanks. Here's Herter. No points in the game yet for him. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Middleton. He kicks it to Tucker. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Middleton. Over Hunter. That one off the back iron and out. Now, here's Okongwu. Defended by Middleton to the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Bucks trail by 3. Here is Forbes. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Middleton outside. 5 to shoot. Over Hunter. Portis, great positioning on the putback.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
And here is Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different. that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Double team on Holiday. Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
The Bucks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Done outside. And he gets the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the second free throw, good.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. Atlanta leading by 3. Now Young. 6 points for him. Collins looking around. Holiday against Young. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Young with the ball. Over Holiday. Off target with the jump hook.
Both sides attacking. That was good.
Danilo Gallinari. He is feeling it tonight and has been the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. And the first few years of Trae Young's career have been fantastic. Bucks fans. And that'll about do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Hawks. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the center position. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Collins dishes to Young. Down low. And Capella the bucket on the assist from Young. Capella's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Outside Holiday. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A second chance effort. That shot missing. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 5. And Young, here we go. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here is Holiday. Giannis inside. Working on Collins. And that one's good by Giannis.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And Young kicks to Collins. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Middleton outside. Charity stripe shot. Up again. It's good on the putback.
This is what Portis looks to do. He looks to outwork you and punish you.
Atlanta leading by 3. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Gallinari surveying the D. Williams against T. The jump hook. That one, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Teague against Williams. Six on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Outside Teague. Back to Forbes. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Atlanta on D. It's a three-point game.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Dunn. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes to Nwora. Bucks passing it around. For the lead. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Herter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Going hard to the rim, that's what you like to see from Herter. Not just hanging out at the three-point line.
Here's Teague. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us, and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Brooke Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Middleton can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 3. To the paint, here's Dunn. Williams trying to break free. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Connaughton. Middleton outside. Over Hunter. It's stolen by Capella. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
DeAndre Hunter, over 3 years at Virginia, was a very mature player, and he left with a championship under his belt.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Williams. Young is subbed in for Dunn. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Connaughton. 5 on the clock. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Giannis passes to Middleton. Lopez. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Okongwu. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovic. And that one, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. Back to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They lead by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the shot is good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Middleton left side. Over Collins. Here's Giannis. Lopez right side. Holiday against Young. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
When momentum is crucial, Holiday steps up his level of play.
Young outside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Holiday against Young. That one, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Giannis left side. Lopez right side. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And the dunk by Giannis.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Young outside. Kicks to Capella. Clock is at 3. And smooth over Lopez. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Here's Young from deep. The Hawks again can't hit.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And here is Okongwu. Fires for 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's time for the NBA. So the next starting five. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Atlanta, Tony Snell is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Herter in at point guard. Now here is Harden. The pass to Durant. The dish to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Durant kicks to Harris. No good on the triple. Here's Snell, defended by Durant. Fires it up. The shot is good off the backboard. Gallinari's got his team on the board to start the game for Atlanta. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, to finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good.
2 shots. Under 6.
And Harris drops them both. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And here's Young. Gallinari surveying the D. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Makes it off the glass.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Outside Irving. Over Young. Irving can't hit.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Harden outside. And Jordan has it in the corner. Here's Durant. And it's off the back rim. No good. Hawks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Herter gets it to go.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Irving. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Blinding speed there shown by Kyrie Irving on the boost. And when he puts it on the floor like that, he's getting all the way to the rim.
Young outside. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jordan, the pass to Harden. KD against Gallinari. No good from Durant. The Hawks leading by 6. Snell dishes to Gallinari. Back to Snell. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Herter. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Herter, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Young against Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. 16 seconds left in the first. Harris finds KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Young with the ball. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Lou Williams out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here is Harris, and stolen by Williams. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Hunter with it, picked up by Harris. Williams looking over the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Good on both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. Now Williams. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Here's Okongwu. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Brown kicks to Harden. Pass to Griffin. An easy 2 points on the layup.
His skill at his size and then converting through contact. Such strength from the big man.
Brown against Bogdanovich. Williams inside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Brown, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
Harden scanning the floor. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Done. He's checked in for the Hawks. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Dunn passes to Hunter. Outside, Bogdanovich. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Trying to improve every year. That's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Here's Claxton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hawks leading by 9. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Bogdanovich. Again, the Hawks score.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And there's the feed to Griffin. Dunn against Harden. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Alinari comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's Dunn after the made shot from KD. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. The Hawks making a switch here. Herter's checked in. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Here's Young, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now here's Irving. Overdone. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's Young. Pass to Capella. Kicks it to Gallinari, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Atlanta, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
You know, the Gallinari nickname, Gallo, did you know that's Italian for rooster? Look it up. It's fact.
Tony Snell's checked in for Dunn. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Count it. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Durant, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Williams. And the layup is good. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Okongwu. Collins wide open. He fires. Wide open. Couldn't capitalize.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active.
And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Snell with it. Here's Herder. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Now here is Irving. He has 6. To the middle, here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
The Hawks leading by 6. Young outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Herter passes to Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 8 points.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Harden dishes to Irving. Harden outside. Down low. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Blake Griffin.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young taking his time here. 1:36 left in the third. Gallinari attacking to the left side wing. And there's the pass to Capella. Goes up on the high post. A rebound by Jeff Green. Nets trail by 6. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Irving can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 6. Young in the corner. They get it back.
Well, hustle from Gallo there. Remember, at 6'10", he can do that. Makes the right call by going back in and finding possession there.
Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Gallinari throws it down.
Can I say it? Terrific athleticism from Gallinari. I just did.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Here is Williams. Feeds it to Okongwu. Shoots over Griffin. Can't connect. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll return shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Irving. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Lou Williams. And it's Okongwu in at the center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Irving looking over the floor. Collins with the block.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Just 3 to shoot. Goes back up. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Kyrie Irving.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
With the floater, Williams gets the bucket.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Outside Irving. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Bogdanovich up top. He dishes it to Collins. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. From down in the low post, it goes. And now a 10-point Hawks lead.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Johnson finds Jordan. Brown against Bogdanovich. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Chris Dunn's checked in for Okongwu. Then for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Johnson.
Kyrie shooting that kind of floater right there just makes him so much more devastating as a scorer.
Dunn outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Dunn against Harden, and the shot goes in.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Dunn outside. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. The finish, and Harden with the stop.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Williams against Irving. Right side, Williams. Shot by Collins, no good. Nets trail by 6. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Herter passes to Young. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Bucket 6. And the shot goes in.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Pass to Durant. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lays it up and banks it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Durant dishes to Jordan. And here's Harden. And he lays it straight in.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris with the ball. Irving for three. No good. And so the Hawks take the win. It was. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.